All right, welcome to Monday Night Football. Brock Purdy, the newest QB, and last time they played with the Niners was 2020. Remember the New York jokes? Make sure you subscribe to them. Y'all cannot hear it.
Whether it's Mike Shanahan or Kyle Shanahan is getting a ton of yardage over their coaching careers out of either low draft picks or undrafted college free agents. Because of the system, they want one-cut guys that can deliver a blow, and Mason falls into that category.
Yes, and Mike Shanahan was getting that kind of production back in the years when you would draft a running back in the first round. You know, there was more expended on these players.
Good throw and a drop by Ayuk, who had it knocked away by Sauce Gardner. It's an incomplete pass, and it brings up third down, and this is one that Ayuk had for a second.
He had it. He's trying to make the catch with strong hands, and Sauce Gardner does an excellent job of getting in there and being able to rip it out. And he's another guy that we talked about, Garrett Wilson. This guy's a two-time All-Pro, his first 2 seasons, and already widely recognized as the best corner in all of football.
Pat Surtain, pretty good one in Denver. Just got rewarded with a 4-year, $96 million extension.
Yes, sir. All due respect to Patrick Surtain.
Here's Ayuk with a catch and a first down at the 35. 14 yards from Brock Purdy.
Wow, Brock Purdy.
You got Brandon Ayuk coming off the ball. He's got an outside leverage corner. A little bit of a hand there to the face mask, but he's able to beat him to the outside. The safety, Adams, in coverage, and Brock Purdy lays it out there, and they're able to pick that one up.
So there were 3 third and long conversions for the Jets on their touchdown drive, and that was 3rd and long, and a good throw from Purdy to Ayuk.
Yeah. First down for the Niners. Here's Purdy. Slits down.
Chased by Adams and Clemens. And we'll see what the call is from Carl Sheffers. First time we're hearing from him tonight.
Okay, there we go. Now you can see the perfect view. Of course. Second down, of course.
So because of the play, the penalty declined by the Jets. So it's second down and
They had
10, 11, somewhere in there, as we're under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
And then the opening quarter.
We've seen it throughout the weekend. Coming into week 1, there's always a bit of an unknown, and teams kind of getting settled in early. 49ers 3 and out on their first 2 possessions. Something going on this drive.
Boston Mason.
Sorry about that, folks. I'm just trying to plug up my computer.
Formation called during week 1 so far this season. There were, as Clemens is injured.
But at least he walk off the field.
With that right arm. Over to the sideline. Michael is going to be counted on to have a big year after losing Bryce Huff and Quentin Jefferson, and they traded John Franklin Myers up front, and they can't work out a deal with Hassan Reddick. Yeah. That's the end of one. Good first quarter here in Santa Clara. First points belong to San Francisco. Good
But
answer
then
by the
Jets took the lead for a touchdown.
After one. Jets on top.
Football season is here, and at Waldorf Chevrolet, we know it's just not the
Jets on top.
We're back.
The second quarter here in his team. Look at that smile. Happy guy. Leads by one.
At BetMGM, everyone gets a welcome offer. So whether you're courtside trying to hit the over, or up here trying to hit the under, or hitting that win with your crew. Yeah, the defense. All the way up here with a same game parlay. Yeah. BetMGM's got your back. Get your welcome offer and play with the sportsbook born in Vegas. Easy. Really? Get up to it.
About 45 miles south down the 101. And the kickoff from Moody. Hits in the landing zone and a return by Gibson. Xavier Gibson got a punt return for a touchdown in overtime to win week one over Buffalo a year ago. Jets had that impressive drive last time they had it. Let's see who's designing success. Brought to you by Boya. A couple of big third down conversions.
Well, they go trips to the field, and when you get press corners like that, it opens up that shot up that left sideline. Not bad coverage, but just an excellent throw and catch. Come back to it with Garrett Wilson in the zone look there and picks up the first down. That was a third down throw on that play, but just a very methodical drive. Garrett Wilson being very involved in the last possession, but like what Nathaniel Hackett did as far as getting the ball out of Rodgers' hands quickly, running the ball, mixing it up. Some of the screen game as well.
This one aired out, and Wilson had his progress stopped by Lenore. And frustration by Aaron Rodgers as Wilson stopped his route. Rodgers under pressure by Jordan Elliott.
Lenore gets in there and slows him down. Jordan Elliott, he gets a hit there at the very end of that play on Aaron Rodgers. He's, people at home may not understand it, but when you've been out of the game as long as Aaron Rodgers has, you want to take a hit just to kind of get back into the ball game and the feel of it.
Tough run by Brees Hall up the middle, and Charvarius Ward is in there to make the stop at game 6.
It's pretty clear, though, and you mentioned it earlier, Joe, that in visiting with Aaron Rodgers, he said, hey, there's two guys that we're going to feed the ball to, and that's Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson, and that certainly has been the case. We saw the drop early by Alan Lazard. Since then, it's pretty much been all Garrett Wilson in the air, and Brees Hall, he's really come along. He's always caught the ball well. He had a lot of catches last year, but he's even more of a threat this year.
It's third down and 4. Rodgers in trouble. Flag down, and so is Rodgers at the 30. Bosa was the first guy there, and Leonard Floyd cleaned up.
Number 77.
That was against Tyron Smith. It's declined. It's a sack.
This is a great matchup here with Nick Bosa going against 77 Tyron Smith. You see the get off that Bosa has. He's just able to get past him. And Morgan Moses on the other side, he had some problems as well. So, Bosa, in visiting with him, how much better he feels coming into this year after having had a full training camp. Last year he was a holdout, and he said it was noticeable how he felt early in the year.
Cowing, the rookie, is out across the 30. 8-yard return as Chaz Surratt made the tackle for the Jets. Leonard Floyd, 9+ sacks each of the last 4 seasons. He's now a 49er. Pretty good combo, huh? With he and Nick Bosa. 7-6 Jets.
Something's coming.
Well, kickoff presented by YouTube TV. 7-6 game, Jets on top, 49ers ball. That is running backs coach Bobby Turner, the Shanahan system's secret weapon. Goes back to Mike Shanahan's first staff in Denver in 1995. They looked for that big runner that one cut runner, undrafted, low round draft picks. Terrell Davis was a 6th-round pick, went to the Hall of Fame after making the team as a special teamer. Here's Purdy, takes off, and goes head first for 10.
He got the first.
And a first down for San Francisco.
Not bad.
Down by Brock Purdy once he gets out of the pocket, and he really excelled last year throwing the football outside the pocket. But he's got all that open field. Nobody really expects him to run all that much, so they're getting underneath the receivers. But go back to what you said, Joe, with Bobby Turner and what he's been able to do. I just think that, you know, they know the type of back. They don't have to be high draft picks, but they do have to have certain skill.
Here's Debo right side to midfield.
He can have
It's a
some
little bit
yards.
like the offensive line. When we visited with Kyle Shanahan about the offensive line group, because people were talking about this group and saying, well, they really didn't do a whole lot to upgrade the offensive line. And he said, hey, we'd rather spend our money on the guys who score touchdowns. And we feel like this line is good enough, just like last year, for us to be a dominant offense and be a really productive offense. Not to say you can just put anybody out there. You've got to get the right kinds of guys. But Bobby Turner and Mike Shanahan and Kyle Shanahan, they approach it the same way with these running backs, and they've had a lot of success doing it.
2nd down and 4. Here's Mason.
There's another one.
Strong, long first down. Contract average per year for the 49ers. Bosa, among his position, he's first. McCaffrey, first. By the way, he scored 21 touchdowns last year. When you talk about paying the guys that score the touchdowns, there's Warner, there's Kittle, there's Trent Williams, the future Hall of Famer. It all helps that bottom line with Brock Purdy, your quarterback's making $1 million, and that's going to change after this.
It's going to change, and
It's
that's
definitely
really
gonna change
key
the league.
because they've been playing with these guys, paying them off of Brock Purdy's rookie contract, and they're going to have to make some tough decisions after he gets paid.
Here's Mason. He's starting to get into the flow, isn't he? Takes it down inside the 40 for 6. Got a good block from George Kittle, who does it all at tight end. And you talk about some of those names as you see Bobby Turner, like Reuben Drones and Tatum Bell and Mike Anderson. And I mentioned Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. Incredible player. Not ballyhooed coming out of college, but they get coached up and they're good in the system.
Well, Mike Shanahan's running game in Denver was the envy of every offense around the NFL and the way in which they did it, and Kyle's taken it and expanded it.
Here's another good run by the undrafted Jordan Mason for a first down.
Another first down.
Well, Jordan Mason, coming into this
As soon as
season
this-
in his 3rd year,
Corey,
he's only been
As soon as this game goes to commercial, I won't stop until commercial break.
And he knew that in order to get more playing time, which you'd have to believe the coaches that talk to him because they do want to start taking a little bit of the wear and tear off of Christian McCaffrey, that he had to be a little bit better in certain areas. He's always been a violent runner, as we just saw there, but he spent a lot of time working on his catching ability, had a judge machine, and worked extensively this offseason.
Catches this toss.
That's a long yardage.
His throw.
But here comes the penalty flag.
CJ Mosley was dragged down. It looks like this could be a hold.
Holding number 68 offense. 3-yard penalty, first down.
It's Colton McKivitz, the right tackle.
They got out there in a pretty good position. You're going to see the short side toss, and he's leading the way. And at that point, if he's just able to slow down, not easy, a lot easier said than done. But you know, gets a grab right there on him, and official right there to bring it back.
And Kyle Shanahan, I'm going to say something that I don't know if you're going to go with me on this, but he doesn't have Christian McCaffrey tonight. But
No, he
Shanahan
don't.
is such a thinker about how to put a game plan together, about angles, about leverage, and all these things. There's a part of him that wants to win this game and prove that he can win without Christian McCaffrey and do it in a creative way to beat a really good defense.
Well, you've heard me talk about it, Joe, that, you know, I think, you know, C.J. Mosley walking off, I think when you look at Mike Shanahan's tree or Kyle Shanahan's tree, some of the best offensive minds in the game today have worked with Kyle Shanahan, and they're all good at game planning when you start losing key guys.
This one is broken up, and good coverage by DJ Reed.
And that's a great.
It away from Deebo Samuel.
Alright, that's not bad.
This defense run in the middle for the Jets. C.J. Mosley, we saw him walking off the field. Now he's in the injury tent.
There's a
He was the
flag.
one who was dragged to the ground by the Kivitz. Crowd reacting because they show that last play with the coverage by DJ Reed. The crowd thinking that Reed got to Deebo early, but no flag. It's 2nd and 19. Purdy, protection.
That's caught.
And a spinning catch and a first down inside the 20.
You just don't see this much air in this defense that often, but there was so much room in the middle of the field for Brock Purdy to sit back there with some time and just lay this football. Well, you saw it from up here, Joe. Juwan Jennings, he comes into the middle of the field, there's just nobody there. And a great job of overcoming the penalty and picking up a first down.
Jennings got his contract extended. He does a little bit of everything for this team. Here's Mason.
And that's a touchdown. Wow. Good. Oh, wow. That's a what a response from the Niners. Cool.
A flag was thrown right at the end of the play, and this is coming back.
Oh, yep, it is.
Deebo Samuel came away. Number 1, this was well downfield before Mason was getting into the end zone. And it wipes away a 17-yard touchdown run.
Well, Dominic Pooney, number 77, talked about him, the rookie. He does an outstanding job of creating the lane. There's Deebo Samuel at the top.
Unbelievable.
Here's a better look at it. Boy, that's one of those that, by the letter of the rule, I mean, that's
If you're a Jet fan, you might be impressed by the penalty.
Jordan Mason out there on the edge like that, even if Sauce Gardner's able to free up at all, Mason's going to go right through him.
First and 8, at least.
You know he's fired up as he lowers his shoulder into DJ Reed, and the flag is down in the secondary. Back at the 10. Yeah, when you watch that replay of a hold, here's a pass interference, number 44.
Oh my god.
So now
Another penalty for the Niners.
It's Juszczyk, guilty of offensive pass interference. And that wipes away that play by Samuel.
First, wipe away touchdown, now the yardage.
Now they're getting an assist from New York, and because this was a backward pass, they're picking up the flag and no offensive pass interference, which they called on Juszczyk, so they pick it up, and that puts the ball back just outside the 13.
Well, the difference in this game right now is the 49ers have not been able to capitalize when they've gotten down here. They got the fumble recovery. They were unable to get the touchdown. They settled for the 3 points. They got a good drive going the last time. They stalled with some penalties. They've overcome some penalties here. But this is key to this ball game.
Mason left side, cuts upfield.
That's a good cut.
First and goal. Knocked down at the 2.
Well, they double team on the outside. They bring the tight end in, Eric Sahlberg, over here, right here, and just do an excellent job of getting that push, which is all you're looking for if you're Jordan Mason. And the way that he runs, as physical as he is, and he's able to move some people as well. He's doing a nice job here in this first half running the ball.
Mosley, a huge piece of this defense, still on the bench. It's first and goal. Debo, jet sweep.
And he got it.
Is in for the touchdown. He almost loses the ball as he's crossing the goal line. He's looking for it, trying to hang on to it as best he can. Takes a pretty good hit. They're from Chuck Clark. That's a nice drive, overcoming the penalties that they had to set them back and finish it off against this good defense. Offensive line did a job. Extra point is good. Well, Debo was called for the hold, which took the touchdown away from Jordan Mason. In the end, it's Debo taking it in, 2 yards out, overcoming penalties. And now
He's trying to redeem himself over penalties.